welcome to another Looney Tunes review video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, follow my journey to review all 1000 Looney Tunes shorts, and give this video a like as well. So this is a review for Orphan and Orphan, and with me today is my fellow, well, I don't want to say orphan, because that would sound pretty bad, but no, my fellow pooch, there we go, my good friend Manny Cruz. Say hi.
Bow wow.
Wow, I think my eardrums have gone all of a sudden. But anyway, so just a few bits of info here. So this is Orphan and Orphan, released on the 13th of August 1949, with a blue ribbon reissue sometime in the 1950s. It's the 564th in the series, and it's directed by Chuck Jones. You can currently find this on the Looney Tunes Gone Collection Volume 6 DVD set. It's also in HD on HBO Max.
This is ridiculous. Everybody wants a dog.
If you haven't seen this cartoon, I mean, a lot of you may have already seen this, but I'll go through the synopsis anyway. So essentially, Charlie Dog is abandoned in the fields, where he comes across Farmer Porky. And, well, as Charlie Dog's done previously, he does his absolute best to try and convince Porky to be his new master.
Farm and no dog. I tell you what I'll do. I'll make you a proposition. You can be my master and I'll be your dog. No, I don't want a dog. Don't be mizzled, brother. In me, you get all the good rolled into one.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Sounds very familiar.
What are you talking about? This was a completely original cartoon that came out of the ethos and the mind of Mr. Charles Martin Jones. Because, you know, the only director that would ever recycle ideas and jokes is only Friz Freleng. But, you know, I'm just saying.
Of course. Oh, exactly right. No, look, there's nothing really here by way of trivia that I could see. If I did miss anything, please let me know in the comments below. So we'll just dive right into this cartoon and discuss it, because despite its, well, repetitiveness from the previous two Charlie Dog shorts, it's still pretty good. I mean, first of all, it's different. I mean, it's a Charlie Dog short that's not in the city, but in this case, it's like that Simpsons joke. But she's got a new hat. You know which joke I'm talking about.
Malibu Stacy. There's surprisingly, I'm usually the first one with the Simpsons reference, but today I bow to you, my good man.
Yes, that's why I have the channel. But anyway, but look, they mixed it up at least that little bit, because if this would have taken place in the city, it's like, really? Again? But whatever. But I did notice a musical part of it, which I know you're usually the one discussing the musical portion, but this one little bit actually got me, and that's, we hear the song Ain't We Got Fun.
Come on, Charlie, let's have fun. Get the stick and work up an appetite. That's a good dog.
Is that song being played because of Charlie thinking he's going to have fun, or is it the fact that the previous owner is going to have fun now that he's getting rid of this dog? I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting music cue. I mean, what do you think?
I probably am going to lean more towards that, where Carl Stallings like, oh, dog is having fun. Ain't we got fun? Unless, yeah, we find out some article hidden deep within the Warner Brothers archives revealing that your theory or your prediction was true.
That's right. The crystal ball sometimes... Yes, indeed. So Porky in this one is now back as being a farmer. He's been a farmer quite a few times. He seems to have a lot of different roles, but farmer must be one of his top professions, I would say. But what's really interesting is that he appears to be a farmer that does pig farming and chicken farming later on, when Charlie Dog says the whole ham and eggs bit.
What do you say we have some ham and eggs?
I get it, okay, that when they were writing this cartoon, they were not overthinking things, but boy, do I think that that's a one funny, dark joke. I mean, what did you think when you saw the pig? It's like Porky having ham and eggs.
I mean, like, now that you mention it, and, you know, it's definitely a very dark joke, but it caught me so off guard, because I haven't seen this cartoon in a while, because I'm more familiar with The Awful Orphans, probably the Charlie Dog cartoon I'm the most familiar with. But when I saw him just pop up, it was like a non sequitur. And I think that's what it was, is that it's just such a funny non sequitur. And then you just realize ham and eggs. Oh, and then you see what he's holding. It's just, that was like the moment of the cartoon that made me laugh the hardest. It's very funny.
Exactly. I thought it was great. Absolutely. This is basically the same short as the previous two Charlie Dog shorts. The same basic story. You know, you have Charlie Dog being on the streets or abandoned or whatever, trying to find an owner, and of course he's pestering poor Porky Pig as to become his new master. So it's all the same. And some of the gags we even reuse, like for example that pointer gag.
I am 50% pointer. There it is. There it is. There it is.
That was reused in the previous Charlie Dog shorts.
You see, one of the finest pointers that ever lived. Now get a load of this. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
But here, it seems to be expanded upon. It's as though Mark Maltese, the writer of this short, wanted to redo it but do it better than last time. Because I think it worked better here.
When I was watching this, it's just that kind of pulled me out from the cartoon. It's strange because like you have jokes that repeat often, especially like I said, if it's first feeling. But I don't know, it didn't hit me as much as it did the first time. It was just more like, oh, I recognize this joke. And it kind of weakened the appeal of the joke to me. Doesn't mean it was a bad joke.
Sure, because some people would have seen this before the other short. But they might watch the other one and go, oh, he's just copying this one or whatever, whereas we're doing these things in order. It's okay, it still works. I thought it was still pretty funny. But what was even funnier, though, is the Labrador bit.
I'm all Labrador Retriever. Oh, you are not a Labrador Retriever. I'm not? No. Look, if you doubt my word, get me a Labrador and I'll retrieve it for you. That's fair, isn't it? A Labrador? Why, sure. Have you got a Labrador? No. Know where you can get a Labrador? No. Then shut up.
Then shut up.
Shut up.
Which, of course, is a voice that Mel would end up using for Muggsy later on, which I can't wait to get to those shorts like shut up. or that big bulldog in another Freeze short. And of course, we have here Charlie Dog answering the door. Isn't this how you answer the door?
A dog.
Yes. I can really sound like that today because it's pretty low. Yes. And for the really good listeners, yeah, my voice is a little huskier than usual. I am a working musician and I just completed doing Holy Week. I don't suggest singing 10, 11 times within a span of 7 days. And I'm still recovering a few days later, so that's how I can sound like Charlie Dog in that scene. But you know what? That's been used in a Charlie Dog cartoon, but that one I think works because I don't know, that voice always cracks me up. Yes. Because I know in Awful Orphan, that joke was used more than once. Like, I think it was used, 3 times in a cartoon. Here it's only used once, but it's just like the nice little cherry on top.
It's perfect. I absolutely love that. And I know that's also how you answer the door for any food delivery services that you may end up may use. It's like, yes.
Yes.
So good. But another random gag I just thought was hilarious is the Humane Society. How the guy just happens to be at that specific spot and his expression is just absolutely priceless.
I mean, that expression on the Humane Society guy, and then the face right after when Porky's like realizing, oops, I shouldn't have done it. We're talking about Charlie Dog, right?
We are indeed.
And you know who just came up the stairs? My dog, Nina. Hi, Nina. Okay, now she's licking my nose. What are you doing, Nina? This little rascal. Sorry. You know what, Nina? You want to join us in the recording? Here, I'm going to put her next to the microphone. Oh, she started sniffing the mic, and then she started licking my nose. My dog is
50% pointer. There it is. There it is. There it is. 50% boxer. 50% setter. Irish setter. 50% watchdog. 50% spitz. 50% Doberman Pinscher. Ouch! But mostly, I'm all Labrador Retriever.
My dog is a Yorkie. She's half Maltese and half Yorkie. And she doesn't talk, sadly. I mean, I was hoping she would speak in a New York accent. But you know what? Sorry I just completely got thrown off by this dog running upstairs. Like in the beginning of the cartoon, I do love the whole scene where Charlie's original master is like, come on, boy, come on, and tricks him. And I think of the same thing. Like when I have to leave, my dog gets really, she loves me and she gets really sad. And I'm like trying to keep her in her little play area. So I'm like, come on, Nina, come on. You want to play toy? You want to do this? You want to go outside? Now she's staring at me when I'm saying it. But you want to do this? You want to do that? And then I close the gate behind me and I like leave the door. And then I start hearing her cry and complain. I'm sorry, Mama. But, I don't leave her in the middle of a field like poor Charlie.
No,
but I'm
of
sorry.
course.
Go back to what you were saying before.
No, I thought it was perfect because she knows you're doing a dog-related short. So that
she was like, she's like, I have to put in my 2 thoughts.
I also love Charlie Dog's breakdown.
The city. I can see it all now. Its high towers, cold, cruel, ominous, closing down on you. From every side till you can't breathe. Closer, closer. You can't breathe. The traffic. You can't think. Beep, 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 beep. Look out for that truck. Honk, honk. Look out for that taxi. Boing. Beep, beep. Honk, honk. Beep, beep. Honk. What's that? Look. It's the towers. They're falling.
The animation in there is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Like, there's a few freeze frame shots where you see multiple characters at once. I love that effect. I actually don't know the official term for it, but it is incredible. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's quite a few times in this cartoon where there's some amazing poses and just like still that it lands on. But yeah, that scene just wow. Right, especially for me, right at the beginning, his eyes. Like I was like, what the? And I kind of wish either Devin Baxter or Austin Kelly was here because. They could be, oh, yeah, that's so-and-so. And I'm not going to take a guess who it is. And I'm guessing Chuck Jones made the layouts for that scene. So, they're just taking what he concocted and ran with it.
Here's another repeated gag as well. We've got, of course, in the first Charlie Dog short, he was sent to Australia.
Hiya there, Nipper. Oh, the places I've been, the things I've seen. Cool. Most extraordinary animals you've ever seen. Take the kangaroo. He's got a pocket up front and carries his young nipper in it. Like this. And he hops around like a bloomin' jumping jack.
Doing that wonderful Aussie accent that I love Mel Blanc doing. Then, of course, Russia.
How do you do? Oh, the places I've been and the things I've seen. Such singings, such dancings.
Of course, much like Bruno, we don't talk about Russia. And, of course, Scotland now.
Hiya there, Jocko. Aye, and it's bro good to be back.
All right, stop. Oh, okay.
We got a three-peat here, and yet none of the gags seem to build off the previous gag. It's just like they're just repeating it, but just doing it in a different country, which is kind of weird.
Yeah,
but I enjoyed it still. I like the fact that at least it's a different country, so you see Mel Blanc doing these different voices and different accents. But I thought it was funny, even if I've seen it before.
I agree. You pretty much nailed it. I can't think of anything else to say after that point.
But what I will say is, some further great animation is on Porky's breakdown at the very end, which, hey, I do love how it ends. At least the endings are different in the 3. So in this one, of course, he gets picked up by the dog pound at the end because he hits his dog.
That's really funny. And I also like how, it's bookending the beginning. I thought I forgot, the beginning and ending of this cartoon. I was like, that was really clever. And again, with the poses, Porky's face when he snaps. Oh, so funny. Of course, only Mel Blanc would have Porky barking, but stuttering while bark.
Yes, it's a lovely touch. Lovely touch.
A stuttering dog. Nina, can you stutter? No, she's licking my hand.
Yes, she's doing the whole Charlie Dog thing. I want you to be my loyal master. if I said it
Yeah.
correctly in the in the New Jersey-esque. But
Hey,
anyway,
you sound pretty good. You're getting there. You're getting there.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And he's got a nice pink car. Oh, actually, that sounds more Boston, I think. So there you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
sorry.
Boston.
But hey, at
See
least I
that?
could do something.
Yeah, you're probably. Don't even get me doing the Aussie accent. I know I suck at it. I just,
Just
I'm just, hello, mate. Or the stereotypical. Throw some shrimp on the bobby, mate. Bullfrogs? I thought they were called chaswasses. There's my Simpsons reference.
there's yours. There's yours.
Now I
And
can sleep happy.
so to slowly wrap things up, I mean, and of course, I do have to point out Porky's wonderful pink car. Don't know why, I just have to point that out.
That's Anthony's dream car.
That's right, beautiful bright pink 1950s car. But in terms of the score, it's a tough one because I want to judge this one on its own merits, and as such, I'm giving it 8 out of 10. I really did enjoy this one. And if you put aside the other two, like if you haven't seen it, I think it's a solid cartoon, very funny, but for someone like me who's seen the other two, and this is more of a repeat of that, I have to knock a few points for that. But hey, if you score this one highly because you've seen this one first, that's fair enough. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. What about you?
I was having a hard time debating this one because I guess because of the familiarity of the gags, I was like, it brought it down a little bit for me. And I thought that some of the other gags some of them were executed better here. Some of them were executed better in the earlier Charlie Dog shorts. But yeah, if you judge on its own merit, it's pretty funny. It's not as cohesive as the other ones, I think, but it's still pretty funny. I was going to give it a 7. I'll bump it up to 7.5.
Sure. Fair enough. And so, yeah, they'll wrap up another one. And it's a wonderful short. And, and it's nice to have a third guest if you get my meaning. Little Poochie.
Now she's falling asleep. She's a good girl. Wow.
Yeah, we're getting kind of boring. So I think that's a good time to wrap this one up. So thank you all. So thank you all for listening. And until next time, take care.
Get out! Get out! Get out!
Arf, arf. Wow, wow. Woof. Woof. Wow, wow.